What is up, guys? This is Randomonium with another random normal game. This is a series where I will fill whatever role my team needs me to play. And for this game I was first pick, but it looks like nobody was interested in jungling, so I decided to jungle. And in this game I'll be jungling with Warwick, kind of like your most generic, basic jungler, but he's pretty strong, got some very good sustain, and I thought he would fit pretty well. So for our team, we've got a Poppy in top lane. I'll be in the jungle, of course. Ziggs in mid lane, and Sivir and Nautilus in bot lane. And we're going up against a Xin Zhao in the top lane, and Elise in the jungle, Brand mid lane, and Ezreal Blitzcrank bot lane. So looking quickly at the matchups. The Poppy versus a Xin Zhao. I don't think I've seen a Xin Zhao top lane in a long time. The Poppy she's not doing very well as far as her win rates are concerned right now. She's kind of undertuned. But, yeah, I probably will have to just give I think the Xin Zhao's going to walk away with an advantage, just because I think the Poppy is underpowered right now. As far as mid lane is concerned, got the Brand versus the Ziggs. This is really going to be a skill matchup. The Ziggs can definitely outplay the Brand if he avoids the stun. But it's really going to be a skill matchup. And then the bot lane, the Ezreal Blitzcrank versus the Sivir Nautilus. I feel like the Sivir Nautilus has the advantage here until Ezreal hits that mid-game power spike. So hopefully the Sivir Nautilus can get an advantage over the Ezreal before he starts being able to deal a lot of damage. As far as our junglers are concerned, for priorities, I'll probably prioritize mid lane and bot lane. Mid lane because Brand is a very immobile mage, and bot lane because I want the Sivir to get ahead before the Ezreal gets any type of power spike. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be my plan for this game. I don't know how well things are going to go in the late game, just because Brand scales really well. Ezreal, I don't think he scales as well as the Sivir, but I'm still concerned about the Poppy because she's just got a really low win rate. I don't think I've played a game where Poppy has done well in. So they definitely have a lot more pick potential with the Blitzcrank, the Elise Cocoon, and then also the Brand stun. While we do not. We don't have near as much engage. We're probably going to be more reactive for our team fighting. But yep, hoping I'm going to get a win. Today so far has been pretty bad. I think I've won maybe one out of 4 games if I've been lucky. Just haven't had the right team comps, haven't had the right emphasis on the right objectives and the right lanes. So unfortunately things have not gone well so far. So Warwick's kind of the most basic jungler. He's probably the jungler that I would recommend everybody start off trying, either him or Nunu. He's got just some amazing sustain, amazing jungle clears. So that makes it, really easy to jungle with him, even if you don't have the best runes and masteries. For my runes and masteries, I'm running attack speed marks and attack speed quintessences. I'm running flat armor steals and magic resist per level glyphs. And then for the masteries, I'm running 18, 12, 0, specializing in fervor of battle. I don't know, this is one of the things that actually really bothers me is that if you're like a support and an AD carry, you should be guarding this ramp to prevent them from invading and knowing that I'm starting on blue side, right? Because that's information for the other team that you want to try to deny. So there's no reason why you should just be like AFKing in the bush there. That's just laziness. Starting off with the W, which gives me a lot of extra attack speed. And going into the Q. So the kind of the benefit of Warwick is he's just really strong in the jungle. He has a lot of sustain, and then his suppression is really fantastic for ganking. So he doesn't gank very well before level 6, but once you hit level 6 with him, he can gank pretty well because he's got that increased movement speed and the suppression. So I'm going to try to farm up as much as possible. If the enemy team pushes up really far, then I might be able to get a gank in. But for the most part, I'm going to just be looking to farm and possibly invade if I see the Elise try to gank somewhere, try to punish that. Ah, the Elise looks like she invaded me. Interesting. Wow, she took my whole jungle. And the Poppy gives him first blood. Exactly what I was worried about. So yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier with just being lazy in the early game, being lazy at the level 1. You know, Poppy could have easily spotted out the Elise. But she just kind of sat at tower and didn't do anything instead. And then, gave up first blood, and now I'm behind in the jungle against the Elise, and she's also behind in top lane. Rift Herald just spawned. So Elise looks like she's probably blue side because she just got the wolf spirit. I'm going to go for the Stalker's Blade so I can get a little bit more CC, get another slow in. So lanes look like they're pretty pushed up. I don't think I can really get much of a gank in. There's the Elise. Well done by the Ziggs. That was a fantastic play on his part. And the Poppy did a very good job getting the kill back. I'm gonna try and steal back some of that jungle that the Elise took from me. The red shouldn't be up. Oh, it is up. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. Hopefully I don't get punished for this. Free red buff for me. So I'm going to be going towards Devour in this game. I think this is the first time that I've gone a Devourer jungler since they changed the jungle items for the preseason. So hopefully I can still farm up, get Devour, get sated pretty fast. Wow, this Poppy's actually doing a really good job right now. I'm very impressed because I think this is the first game I've seen where Poppy has done well. So the Elisa's top lane. She might be going for my red buff since I stole hers. I'll come up here and check it out. Yep, there she is. Oh well, we traded red buffs. Big thing is I just gotta make sure that she doesn't steal a blue buff from me. So if I get Scuttle Crab, that should be level 6. If she hadn't stolen that red, I would have gotten level 6 off the red. There's the Elise.
I smell their stench.
She actually might be going for my blue, so I've got to go over and protect it. This Elise has shown that she likes to invade a lot. Yep. Yeah, late run by the Ziggs might result in a double kill. And completely missed his ult. There we go. That's why if your jungler is pinging for you to come help him, it's usually because he probably saw something in the minimap or he knows something that you don't know. Oh, good job. Ziggs got his blue buff back.
I smell their stench.
Alright, so don't have Satan, or I don't have Devourer yet. I should be able to get it in a couple seconds. And I'll start looking to try and maybe sneak a dragon. And start impacting the lanes a little bit more.
It's only fun if they run.
Alright, Elise is top lane, which should be like pretty much a free dragon for me, as long as I can get there fast enough.
Now, I hunger.
My team's getting pushed up though, unfortunately. Let's go for the drag right now. If the brand comes down, I can stun him or suppress him. I'm gonna get the Scuttle Crab. Or just the kill on the brand, maybe. Nope, he backed off immediately. Okay. Zig says it's warded. Got a nice 7 stacks already. There's the Elise coming. Whoa, that's a Blitzcrank and an Elise. And the Zig's coming in. And the Ezreal. So that should be a top lane turret for us. Apparently the Poppy is doing some work. Ugh. Nicely done. At least the Zig's got a kill, but he's gonna wind up dying, so that wasn't worth it. I feel like I gotta go rush right into Spirit Visage and Merc Treads, because this team has just got so much AP damage. I don't even need a Hunter's Potion with freaking Warwick. No point in even refilling it.
Unstoppable.
Wow. The Zinzao is just pretty much just feeding the... Guess the Ziggs doesn't want blue buff? Got the kill on the brand. If we can land that hook, we might have a shot. I'm just gonna try and take as much of Elise's jungle as I can. And also ward up their jungle. Oop, they're getting ganked. Oopsie. These are not the droids you're looking for. Yep, I'm dead. No point in even trying. Maybe one time? Nope. Not quite enough. Drags up in 50 seconds. We actually should. I think we'll have priority for that. Zenzel's getting some work done top lane, but he'll probably be dead.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't know what that Israel ult was. Nine seconds till drags up, and Elise is top lane, so that's a free drag for me. Nicely done.
Enemy killing spree.
See, this is one of the reasons why I feel like a lot of Devour jungles have kind of fallen out of favor, is that these games just go so fast that by the time you get sated, you get Devour a bit later now in the game, just because of the way that they change the jungle item cost, and then on top of that, the game usually lasts a lot less time, which basically translates into either your team already wins, or your team already loses by the time you get sated, which is kind of frustrating. I feel like they might need to change the sated mechanic a little bit more. Oh, yep, that must be awarded. In order to make it a lot more feasible to get sated. Looks like it's a party up here in top lane. There. Free kill. Yeah, they didn't have a shot. Hell. Brand's trying to do some work. Because I am not carrying this game, I pretty much am relegated to being a tank, and that's something that you need to realize, that if you're not carrying the game, try to provide some use to your team by going tanky. I don't know why he did that. He could have used his hook to get to there, and then he would have been home free. He just kind of just sacrificed himself for no apparent reason. But anyway. Yeah, looks like the brand's doing the best. And Elise, and then the Ezreal, and then the Blitzcrank. Does the Ziggs want a blue? No, don't take the Scuttle Crab. That's 2 for me. Don't take crabs. They're worth 2. that's a lot of damage. That brand just does so much damage with that ult. Wish I had something to heal up on. Like a red buff. Looks like they're looking for an engage. Nicely done. Yeah, lose the zigs though. So 2 more to go, so I'll just clear out my blue side jungle. What are you doing, Poppy? I'm not helping you on that suicide mission, I'm sorry. And I've got sated. Yeah, they're going for drag, but we're not really in a position to contest. Now we are, and they've already got it. Yep, Sivir's dead because we bunched up too much. Yeah, Ziggs was a little bit too greedy. I'll let them chase if they want a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna start going towards Wit's End.
An ally has been slain.
It's time to hunt.
An ally has been slain.
Well, that was just a little bit serendipitous. Whoopsie. Wrong bush. There we go. That still should be a tower for us.
It's only fun if they run.
That was not smart. Losing Zhao to try and 1v1 me. I was so close to my tower.
Enemy double kill.
Jesus Christ.
Shut down. Enemy rampage.
It's time to hunt.
We're pretty much all tied up as far as kills are concerned, but as far as towers are concerned, we're way in the lead, so we have a lot more global gold. However, both of these outer towers that we have are close to dropping.
I smell their stench. It's only fun.
Let's see if we can get a little bit of a bait. Oh, there's the Elise.
I'll feast on their bones. I hunger.
Probably could get this inner tower. Yeah, we could go drag if we want to.
This ends now.
So we're gonna be able to get on her own? Yeah, looks like she's gonna be able to.
Feast on their bones. I smell their stench.
Should be able to leech some health up over here. Oopsie. I would say I meant to do that, but I didn't mean to do that. But it worked out pretty well for us. Whoa. Yep, that's not good. Tried. Alright. What do I want to go for now? I'm tempted to go for Blade of the Rune King, even though they don't really have a very tanky team. Just to get a little bit more sustain, just because it synergizes so well with Warwick's kit. What was that?
An enemy has been slain.
That was a really desperate Baron attempt by them. That actually might be an inhib for us. So we can go for towards the inhib. The brand will most likely be there. Or maybe not. That's a huge misplay by the brand right there. That's a free inhib. Yeah, the minion block. Now we're gonna rotate up top. Shit, the brand. Was able to get him, just barely, but that was a poor play. Alright, got Blade of the Rune King. This is we start to take the third inhib. I'm actually going to sell my Merc Treads to get boost mobility so I can just get back into the fight faster. Even though it probably won't matter. Wow, well done by this Poppy. 1364, really well done. I'll take a look at what she specialized in. GG. Alright. Well, that's Warwick. And I think you guys can see why I don't enjoy playing him that much, which is why he was so far down on my list. He's very kind of binary. Um, he's one of those champions where if he gets, fed early, then he just becomes so difficult to deal with because of his suppression, because of his ult. But if you wind up like me and you wind up going like 0-3 early on, he just kind of does nothing. I mean, he becomes really hard to kill because he just has really good sustain. Um, but he's just not very useful. There's not much room in his kit to outplay somebody and come back and win when you get behind. So that's why I don't really rate him that highly. He's great for beginners, um, but I don't really like him as a champion that much. But yeah, Poppy did a fantastic job. I think that's the first game that I've seen a Poppy do really well. So yeah, that's really fantastic. But as far as things I could have done better, um, probably could have ganked a little bit earlier. I felt like the lanes were pushed up a lot. That Elise, she really set me behind in that early game. She stole a lot of my jungle. It really hurt me. I should have asked for a ward or something at my red. But yeah. Then I think later on I was still a little bit too aggressive. I mean, I pretty much my sole responsibility was just to soak damage as much as possible and let the Ziggs and the Poppy and the Sivir carry. But yeah, that was not my best game at all. But anyway, if you guys liked this video, please like it. If you like the channel, please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, anything that I could have done better, or anything that you think I should have done differently, please leave a comment, and I will definitely respond to it. This is Randmonium signing off.